Hey everyone, welcome in. I want to give a demo of the new pole dancer filter from the Beyond Obnoxious brand here. Jumping right in, this is the pole dancer filter. It's a 4-pole filter. It's got a turns counter knob that is pretty wild. It takes 10 rotations to go through all octaves. 1 rotation's 1 octave. There's what's called a Morphscope. You add that by right-clicking. Here's a Morphscope. We'll go into that in a minute. And there's personality cartridges. These cartridges hold what we call the filter topology. And that's the big thing with this filter. There's this filter topology input. You use personality cartridges to define that topology. So let's start over with something a little more simple to describe what's going on. Without a topology input, we've got a 4-pole filter, 4-pole low-pass filter, I should say. The Morphscope will show the filter cutoff, show the resonance. And if it sounds a lot like the fundamental filter from VCV Rack, that's because it basically is the fundamental filter under the hood. But that's not the point. The point is to hook up a personality cartridge. So take filter topology, hook it straight over here. Now we've got a low pass 2 with a notch that's 1 octave below the cutoff. Here's cutoff frequency in the middle. Here's 1 below the cutoff. You can zoom in a little bit there. Or we got about 50 different filter modes we can go from. Some of them get pretty wild. There's a filter that's a notch 1 octave above, 1 octave below the cutoff. That's pretty fun to play with. So, like I started off with, you can do some pretty wild stuff with this. Now that we've got filter topology under voltage control, we can start to hook in other devices, such as crossfaders, envelopes that control those crossfaders. Take 2 personality cartridges, plug those into the crossfader, take the output. That's pretty cool. Just go from 1 low pass to a high pass. If you're familiar with the Oberheim SEM, it's got a function like this where it's got a high pass 2 and it's got a low pass 2. And we can basically just mimic the functionality right here. Notch right in the middle, high pass, low pass. And of course, being VCV Rack, we can automate this further with, let's send out the accent to the crossfade there. Better yet, send that over to an envelope. You can go one direction or go the other direction, depending on what you're going for there. Or change this up to some sort of band pass. Cool. And what more can we do? Let's try something a little crazier here. Let's hook up a switch. And I'm going to keep this simple with just 2 personality cartridges going to the switch. The output of the switch go into a slew limiter. And I'll hook that up to the topology jack. Then hook again, I'll take the accent here, put that over to the trigger. So now I'm jumping filter modes on every accent. And I put a slew limiter here so we can slow down the can go crazier. Let's can get a third one in here with a different filter mode still. And you can keep going. You can add more switches, add more personalities. But you control the morphing with this. This is what the fun thing is with this. Actually, let's go back here. Let's do something a little more extreme. Let's go back to 2 inputs. And let's trigger it at audio rate. I've got a second oscillator here. Now we're triggering this at audio rate. We're not really filtering at this point. We're more doing just wave shaping or some odd transfer function to get from one filtered mode to the other. And get kind of crunchy. So that's kind of fun to try. And like I said, these personality cartridges, they're just outputting voltages. So let's go back to getting our saw wave going through here. Take 2 personality cartridges, again go into a switch, but I'm going to split that out to individual channels. One channel is going to go through a slew limiter, and I'll recombine that with everything else and merge that together. Again, hook up my accent to the trigger. Now, most of the filter poles are changing on the switch, but one, the dry input, the first channel, is going through a slew limiter. You can try it with a different filter pole. Try the first pole. Or we can try it with a second filter pole. This is really lots of trial and error. It's just kind of fun to play with and see what effects you can get from slowly morphing one filter mode into another. So yeah, I hope you get some fun stuff to do with it. You can do filter pings as well. That's something you should try. And just see how many filter modes you can sequence together. It's a pretty cool module to play with. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.